Hey, welcome back, everybody. Well, I hear it's going to start getting pretty cold, and winter and snow is going to be here before you know it. So just a reminder that better to be safe than sorry. And I'm here with one of the ER docs at Aurora Bay Care who actually helped me out when I was in a bind one day. This is Dr. Corey Vogel, and we're here to just give you some safety tips when it comes to winter, because I think, Doctor, good to see you, by the way.
Good to see you too, Amy.
And I have to give him a shout out because I had a little kitchen incident a few months ago, and Dr. Vogel stitched me right up. We're doing good. We're doing
I'm still there.
And there might be a little of that this weekend. So
let's hope not. Let's hope not. But we'll probably see it.
Be careful with those knives and use those oven mitts when you're bringing the turkey out of the oven and all that kind of stuff. But we're talking about winter, and I think a lot of people think, they may not have exercised and they may not be in shape, but that first snowfall, man, they're out there with the snowblower and the shovel and they're going hog wild, and it's...
I tell you, within hours of the first snowfall, we see people coming in with snow-related injuries and health problems. Most commonly, we see back injuries, neck injuries, pulled muscles. People aren't stretched out, they're not warmed up, they go out there, try to shovel too much snow at once, and they end up pulling a muscle.
And it can even be deadly. People have heart attacks and all that kind of good stuff.
A lot of medical issues. People with heart problems, you have to be prepared. You have to have a good exercise routine before you go out there. Make sure you're in good shape. If you've got heart problems, you want to make sure that you get cleared with your doctor before you go out there and start lifting, because it's it's been documented that there's increased risk of heart attacks with snow shoveling. Because it's strenuous activity.
Even snow blowing. My husband is got a snow blower, and he comes in and he's worked up a sweat. That snow is heavy.
Snow is heavy.
Really, really heavy.
It's a good workout for your heart, but you have to be prepared for it, definitely.
Tell me about some of the other stuff you brought along here.
Well, we collected some of the things. First of all, you want to make sure you're warm. One of the keys to dressing warmly is to dress in layers. You want to make sure you have a good set of underwear on, good polypropylene underwear to help wick some of the moisture away. You want to layer your clothing because you do get hot, so you want to be able to take off some of the heavier layers when you warm up. So make sure you're layering. Good wool socks. Wool mittens.
These are great.
Nice and warm. And warm. One of the other things we see, a lot of injuries are arm injuries. A lot of people slipping and falling, get a lot of forearm fractures. Call them foosh injuries, where you go out and your outstretched hand like that.
Sure.
So a lot of broken bones. That's
right.
right. So you want to make sure you've got either good boots with traction, or you can get these crampons. They sell these. Most hardware stores, Fleet Farm, you can get them just about anywhere.
And you just put them on your shoe?
You can put them right over your shoe. Just like that.
How cool is that?
Gives you nice traction. You can actually, if you're a runner, you can run with these in the winter too, so you're not slipping and falling.
That is a great idea. Yeah. My husband and I have been walking our dog every day, and he keeps saying, it's not going to be this nice forever, but we want to keep up the walking, so the layers, and these are great. How expensive are these?
It's a good question.
$10, $15, something like that? I know they're reasonable. I was looking for a price tag, but I'm going to be going out and getting some of these. What about the snow?
Well, make sure that if you have ice on the ground, near the doorway, near the porch, sidewalk, make sure you're using plenty of ice. Of course, you want to be careful with some of the plants in the spring, because that can damage that. But, liberally use the ice melt to make sure you clear that ice so people aren't slipping.
And then last but not least, seniors, the dreaded shovel. If you know a senior and you see them out there exerting themselves, shovel their walk, you know what I mean?
That's right. I mean, if you're not in proper condition to be shoveling, you should probably ask the neighbor kid down the street to help out, or hire someone to do it. But they have some of these goofy looking shovels people have seen. These are actually designed to help save your back. They allow you to shovel, to lift, and to push in a more upright position.
That's cool.
Yeah, you don't want to be bent over like this so much, but this design allows you to use more of your legs, so you can lift up and push with your legs instead of your back.
Very, very cool. And I'm familiar with this one. This is also you
that's just
push,
the old standard.
Yeah.
But it works as long as you make sure
you're pushing.
You're pushing. You keep your arms apart, and you lift with your legs. And push forward, you should do just fine.
Or get your husband to do it. One last tip. I know, the snow blowers and the lawn mowers and things like that. People get in there and they try and clean them out and fix them, and then next thing you know, they've lost a finger or worse.
Yes. No one plans on having a hand injury, but we see it every year. It's always handy to have a stick nearby. We got one of these from the studio. That's right.
Arnie's stick.
Arnie's stick. So.
I wondered what that was doing there. I'm like, why is Arnie's stick here? Okay.
A lot of the newer snowblowers actually come with a stick attached to it, or a small shovel, so you can clear the snow out of the auger.
Okay.
But if yours doesn't have one, if you have an older machine, consider having a stick handy. Now, this is kind of a big stick to kind of get in there and clear that out. One idea is to have a shorter stick and actually tie it to the machine so it's available. Because if you have something in the garage, if it gets stuck, a lot of people, to save time, they'll just kind of put their hand in there and their foot, and that's when injuries happen, when they try to rush things.
I bet you just hate seeing that. You just roll your eye. I mean, you tell you again, and again and again.
Invariably, it happens every year.
You don't want people in your ER.
No.
Maybe just to drop off cookies.
That's right. Say hi.
Good to see you, doctor, but
Good to see you again.
I'm hoping I'll only see you in this setting.